Good morning, this is Nigel at Weather Modification Watch New Zealand. It is the 1st of June, the official beginning of winter for New Zealand, and here's just a little update, and really a whole lot happening. We've had this whole weather thing come through with cold weather that was very much manipulated, and I'm not going to bother even trying to prove it. There's plenty of evidence of that. However, I had a couple of things I wanted to sort of go over. There was there's all this anomaly going on and so forth in the world map. Just wild what's going on. But on a slightly different subject, I just let's go back to here we have a couple of days ago they put up a cumulative rain graph that was on these. It was one of these ones down here, cumulative rain graph, and I mentioned in one of my videos, I think I even posted that that it would be quite useful for us, and the next day it was taken down and hasn't been up again since. Now, hey, it might have been as a result of what I said, or it might have been a glitch or something that they decided, but it was very interesting, the timing on that, and which just goes to show you they really do listen to us. they love us, you know. So that's what Meta Office have been doing, and some of you might have seen my poem that I wrote. I mean, you know, it's interesting anyway, and and this sort of brings me into another subject, and that is that it really wouldn't matter to me too much whether it's weather modification or some other thing, some other issue that we're fighting, and there are many issues to fight. There is the 1080 poisoning of New Zealand, there's immigration, hey, we can pick anything, but the main thing is that we're awake, we are speaking up about what we see, the rightness, the wrongnesses, and the rightnesses, the things that we think should be happening but aren't. It's all part of the thing of being awake and being willing to speak out against what we see as wrong, and that's me all over. In the upcoming months of this year, I guess, there are going to be some big changes, and I don't mean just negative. I mean there's some incredibly awesome things happening that I'm not going to actually speak up about now, but they really are going to take place, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be helping with it in whatever way I can. And I know that all of you in many different ways speak up. You have your different interests and so forth, where you speak up on different things and have your own ideas. The one thing that we all have in common is that we all want the world to be a better place, right? We want what? A world where we aren't kind of suppressed for what we say, where we still have freedom of speech, where we can have a decent place where our children can grow up without being poisoned. You know, really, we're all pretty much on the same team on that, I think. And for those who aren't, I think you're in the wrong place. So there's not a whole lot happening on this rain radar today, but it was a good chance for me to be able to say that. And as I say, I think there's some really exciting things happening, and as long as we all stay as a group, stay focused on who the real enemy is, which isn't necessarily our government, it's specific individuals, specific people, specific ideologies that are trying to suppress us as a people, us as beings. And you know, so here we are on Weather Modification Watch, and we're speaking up with it in that direction. And yeah, that's really where it's at. I think, you know, it's the thing of getting that message out and doing what we can. And there are people on the other side of on the other team, if you like, who are being paid to chemtrail us, to fluoridate us, and so forth. It is their interest, their vested interest. It's what they get paid to do. And that is what we're fighting, isn't it? Okay, well, stay safe, enjoy the ride, and please subscribe. This is Nigel at Weather Modification Watch New Zealand, checking out.